2022 elections are coming, and that means rumors are also heating up for the next one to sit for the highest position. Many of the known politicians have already opened up their hearts and expressed their desires of running for national position, specifically as the head of our nation. One of the most rumored to run is Sara Duterte, the daughter of the current President Rodrigo Duterte and the current mayor of Davao City. It was remembered that her father once opposed to the idea of her running for presidency, thinking that the work for the nation will never be easy to handle, but she was seen to have the strong desire to run for a higher position. Sara Duterte's strong personality was also tested way back then when Imee Marcos was criticized by the opposition slate, Otso Diretso, for having lied about her graduating honors and the degree that she received when she was still studying in some of the prestigious universities. Sara backfired this with the statement that no person has not lied in the Senate, simply adding some sense of sarcasm to the concept of honesty. Being a daughter of the president, Sara is also known to be to protect her father's administration, and indeed, she inherited her father's strong aura. Next in the line is Leni Robredo, the current vice president of our country, has expressed her desire to run and said that she is not closing her doors for this kind of opportunity. She was motivated by the legacy of his late husband, Jesse Robredo. Leni is also the face of the opposition party, Otso Diretso, and was also a woman who has a compassionate heart to her people, especially to the children and women. Robredo was also appointed as the drug czar and eventually the co-chair of ICAD and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. She received many negative feedbacks, such as the thought of having a woman to handle such risky tasks and the need for an older one to handle it, then a soft facade, and that must be one factor that lowers her chance to win because she wasn't strong enough. Among the bet is Cynthia Villar also has the potential for this higher position, knowing that she won as a senator and gained many votes for the people of the Philippines. But to think of it, Cynthia Villar is also an ally of Duterte, and if Sara Duterte will run, it would be impossible for her to do so because she would go against the Dutertes, who was also close to her. But the senator, just like Leni, stated that being a president is a matter of destiny. But despite this unsure plan of her, Senator Cynthia was once criticized when she blocked policies under her family's business. She was allegedly accused way back then that she used chairmanship and connection in manipulating her well-known Vistaland. She rebutted this statement, saying whether they are just pressuring her or playing her games. Despite this issue, Cynthia was able to help others and created platforms that would benefit the nation. The next controversial aspirant is Bongbong Marcos, who lost the previous 2016 election, was also a big potential because who would not forget his very close fight with Leni Robredo, but yet Marcos is also a family friend of the Dutertes because in the time of the presidency of the late Ferdinand Marcos, Rodrigo's father Vicente Duterte belongs to their administration, and as a connection to that, it seems that Bongbong Marcos' reputation was affected because of his father's regime and trademark, the martial law. It was a rampant issue back then that people can seem to forget and to accept Marcos simply because he is a Marcos. Another one, Grace Poe, who has the face of a caring mother, is also getting in this line because, as we all know, she is the senator who was elected and gained many votes from the people. But despite that, many questioned her true citizenship. She was about to run for presidency last 2016 elections because she was known to be the adopted of Susan Rosas and Fernando Poe Jr. People will always find loopholes into others' achievements, but Grace is one of the trusted ones in the Senate, reaching out to those in need. Looks does not only attract people's attention but also with a good governance, just like the current city mayor Isko Moreno, who was known as a bet to run for a higher position after showing the people his orderliness and harmonious way of handling the city of Manila, just like the cleanup of the city in the famous Manila Bay. But recently, he was criticized when talk about the issue of poverty, wherein statistics say that 5.6% of his people are officially poor and 2.1% is officially food poor. Looks can catch your attention and good governance is also a factor, but another factor is through the deepened understanding and thorough look into the issues of his own people and to how he creates his own remedies. Those who have the potential does not only circle around the other parties but also to those closest to the president. The added personalities that are talked about to run for this position are also Bongo, Alan Peter Cayetano, and Ronald Bato de la Rosa. But it is so senseless to think that an ally of a powerful leader would go against their head when they know how much power that their leader holds. Come to think of it, Bongo, the loyal aide, Alan Cayetano, the one who helped Duterte and was his aide during the elections, and Bato de la Rosa, the once appointed Philippine National Police General. But being Lacson is another talk, wherein they have said the potential to be president of the Philippines might have the hard time to gain the people's power because of his alleged Dasar Corbito murder case in the previous years in which he was the chief of the Philippine National Police. He also tried to escape this
during the Arroyo administration, but was able to come back to the Senate after how many years? It takes so much trust to gain loyalty, and it takes goodness to gain so much trust from your people. Duterte, Poe, Robredo, Moreno, Villar, Marcos, Go, De La Rosa, Cayetano, and Lacson, or to anyone who wishes for this position, must know his or her responsibility, and that is to protect and be a right leader of our nation. Some of these candidates have already quoted that this position is a matter of faith, but I guess it is also a matter of choice. The choice to be transparent to our fellow Filipinos, but this choice is also in our hands, and that is to choose the leader who would bring us to a nation with a more vivid future.